So, 2 in Jin Shin Jyutsu came into the universe meaning life force for all creatures or wisdom. And 2 is a number of balance. 2 is the number that gives us perspective. 2 is the number that shows us the other side. 2 in its essence is the nurturer. 2 cares, okay? 2 is the nurturer. 2 wants to comfort. 2 wants to encourage. 2 is about family and whatever family means. So that can be your pets. It can be your colleagues if you consider them to be family. It can be friends that are such true friends that you consider them to be part of your family. People with 2s very often have a big tribe which they treat like their family. And that can either be their biological tribe, it very often is, and they extend it to beyond that also. So 2 is the number of wisdom because it enables us to see both sides. So every event, person, and circumstance is actually neutral until we judge it through the filter of what's important to us. So if what's important to you is family and you meet somebody who has very little value on family, you may judge that person as cold or unfeeling. If you don't have much of a value on family and you meet someone you've got a very high value on work and they have a job that they're passionate about and you can see that that makes a difference to many lives, then you might consider them to be an extremely caring person. So 2 helps us to appreciate that the balance is always maintained. It is a number of emotion. It helps us to connect to our feelings. It also is a 2 hates loss. It's very fearful of loss, so it tries to hold on to things. So people with 2s in their life maps can sometimes be hoarders. They can be, the downside of the 2 is they can become quite smothering. They can be too clingy. They can, that's the like helicopter mom that doesn't want the children out of her sight, and then struggles to let them go when they grow up. That's the downside of the 2. They can be smothering, they can be overcautious, they can be very conservative because they're terrified of loss. They don't like to take risks. They like to play it safe and they like to stay in their comfort zones, and so they often don't actually expand beyond their horizons. The more active aspects of the 2 is that they're extremely nurturing, they're highly intuitive, they can be like that aggressive mama bear, right? When you threaten someone they love, they can really step up to the plate and protect them. They are very kind, they're very caring, and they are very, very generous generally, and they are very charitable. They hate asking for charity themselves, but they are very charitable towards others. So if you have a 2 anywhere in your life map, especially in the root, then you will naturally have a lot of those characteristics. And you'll have a 2 if you're born on the 2nd. I've got a dog barking in the background, it's driving me mad. On the 2nd, on the 11th, on the 20th, and on the 29th of the month, then you have a 2. Or if you're born in February, obviously, or if you're born in November, you will have a 2 in the root of your life map, and then you may have a 2 based on the year number. If you reduce the year in which you were born to a single figure, you might have a 2 there as well. I'll speak to you again when I talk about the 3.